Hey Casper, I'm so sick of paying all these monthly AI subscriptions because it's literally draining my wallet. I just want a machine that I could run AI locally on it so I could save some money. And while I've searched for it and I see something like Intel Panther with powerful NPUs, should I start from there?
Honestly, V, just ignore the NPU. It's just a specialized chip for tasks like background blur when you're on video call or audio noise cancellation. For heavy generative AI stuff you want to run to replace your subscription, the NPU is basically useless right now.
Oh really? I thought that's like the whole point of AI PC. So what should I really be looking at?
The GPU and its memory. That's the rule of thumb. AI model is huge, and if a model doesn't fit onto the GPU memory, well, it just don't run, no matter how fast and how powerful the GPU are.
Got it. So I just need to find a laptop with like the biggest VRAM, right?
Yes, but there's a catch. Most consumer laptops with NVIDIA GPU max out at 8 gigs or 12 gigs of VRAM, and the upgrade to 16 or 24 gigs are incredibly expensive.
Well, that defeats my purpose of saving money. What are my options if I don't have like a massive budget?
Well, then you have to consider memory bandwidth and ecosystem support. NVIDIA is still the safest bet because almost all AI software is built for their ecosystem. And if you can build a desktop PC, an RTX 5060 Ti with 16 gigs of VRAM is an amazing starting point. But if you must have a laptop, then looking for a MacBook Pro running the M1 Max chip with 64GB of RAM.
A Mac? I thought NVIDIA was like the king of AI or something, right?
Well, it's true, NVIDIA is a king for compatibility, but Apple is also known for its unified memories. And that means the GPU can access almost all of that 64GB of RAM. Plus, the M1 Max has a massive 400GB per second memory bandwidth, which makes it lightning fast for generating text with local LLM. Just keep that in mind that some niche CUDA-only workflow will not work on your Mac.
So what about the window alternatives with lots of RAM, like AMD Ryzen AI Max or the new Intel Panther Lake?
The hardware is definitely great. AMD lets you allocate up to 96GB of memory to the GPU on a 128GB memory. But the problem is the software backend. AMD ROCm and Intel OpenVINO aren't that good as NVIDIA CUDA. You're probably spending a lot of time troubleshooting or converting models instead of actually generating stuff.
Whoa, so Intel Panther Lake isn't quite for a beginner like me, right?
Exactly. The ecosystem needs some time to mature. And unless you have a ton of cash to drop onto an enterprise workstation like an NVIDIA GGX Spark, stick with the consumer stuff.
Okay, so to summarize, ignore the NPU marketing, focus on GPU memory capacity, memory bandwidth, and software compatibility to replace my subscriptions.
You nailed it. Don't just buy your machine based on the top number. Buy the one that has enough memory to run your workflow with the least amount of headaches.